share some heartfelt information with you today that hopefully can help you to avoid some heartbreak in the future. So our members at weddingstateuniversity.com get to enjoy the fact that I walk them through every step of the process of planning a wedding, including helping to avoid issues that could come up. One of those sections is called our family meeting. And in our family meeting, the couple calls together the parents and anybody else that's involved in the wedding planning in any way. And we conduct a family meeting. And I'm conducting this meeting through video, and it helps open up the communication process to make sure that there's no misunderstandings. And we cover all kinds of things like traditions and budgets and expectations and all kinds of information. And we have heard feedback that it's one of the most valuable parts of our site, which of course there's all kinds of helpful information, but this is the piece that helps avoid those things that could be hurtful for years to come and damage relationships in families that are just, quite frankly, too valuable to put a price on. And so I want to share some things with you that might be able to help you to avoid some family issues. One of the most important things that I find is misunderstandings, assumptions, miscommunications, and how that comes about. I'll give you a quick example. Is, let's say grandma says, "I'll pay for your cake as your wedding gift." Wow, that's super sweet. You love her, you give her a big hug. "Thank you, grandma. That's so great." And you go off now and you order your cake, and man, you pick out your dream cake, and it's amazing. And it's whatever price, $1,000, $1,500, $2,500. I don't know what price that is. And then you order the cake and you come to grandma and you say, "Grandma, thanks so much. Here's the bill. It's due by this date." And grandma says, "Oh, no, I didn't mean that. I meant I'll pay for the cake, but you have to have my friend Ruth make it." Or, "I thought that maybe it'd be a couple $100. I meant I'd pay for it through our local bakery, grocery store, my friend who owns a bakery," whatever. Now you're mad, and you just put a deposit down on this cake. Now it puts you in a financial bind. Now what are you going to do? Now you're mad at your grandma. Who wants to be mad at their grandma of all people? And what are you going to say? "Well, too bad, grandma. You said you'd pay for the cake. You got to pay for my $2,500 cake." I mean, there's just no winning in that situation, right? Well, this could have been avoided had you just taken a few minutes to say, "Thank you, grandma. That's so sweet. Is there any stipulations to that?" And you need to carry this through with everything. Somebody says they're going to pay for the bar. Somebody says they're going to pay for your photographer. Someone says they're going to pay for XYZ. You need to, one, be grateful because whatever they do is really generous. That's very kind of them to do it. But you also have to ask them, what are their expectations that come along with it? Now, if they just say, "No expectations, you pick out whatever you want," then I would also follow that up with, "Well, is there a budget that you think you'd like us to stay within?" Now, let's say this did happen and grandma said, "I'll pay for your cake." And you say, "Thank you, grandma. That's so sweet. Is there any budget that you'd like us to stay in? Or is there a stipulation attached?" Well, if she says no, great, that's awesome. But if she does say, "Well, I was thinking maybe somewhere around $200 or $300. Well, now you can take that into consideration when you're picking out your cake. And maybe you'll take grandma's $200 and you'll kick in another $300 or $400. So now you know you have a budget where you're paying $200 less for your cake. So the key is communication. So often we just assume too many things, and sometimes it's nobody's fault. Maybe it's just because you didn't really know the right information and they didn't either. So it's really important that if someone offers to do something for your wedding, that you don't just accept it and then skip along and be excited about it. Of course, be excited about it. But you need to sit down with that person and make sure you understand what their expectations are. Now, we have all kinds of help like this for you when you become a member at weddingstateuniversity.com. And let me help you to plan your wedding like a pro. Happy wedding planning.